Hello, everybody. Just wanted to come on and do a reading. All of my readings are going to come across a little different and a little similar. I'm still getting into the flow of doing the readings online, doing them, videoing them. I'm very comfortable with doing readings, just getting into the habit of being videotaped. Anyway, I'm going to use my little drum here to clear some of the energy. I've already shuffled and pulled the cards, and I glanced at them as I pulled them, but I haven't really gone into uh, reading them yet. I wanted to do that on film, but I'm already starting to get a story coming through in my mind, or a message. Um, it plays like a movie in my mind. That's why I say story if you hear that, but it always ends up becoming a message. So here we go. All right. Um, these two decks are new to me. Um, Actually, there's three here. I just pulled one card from the one deck because that's what I was felt led to do. It is the Goddess deck, and it tells about different goddesses. And even this, there's a message in it. You may or may not relate to this goddess. With these messages, take what is meant for you, leave the rest. If it resonates, great. If it doesn't, leave it. It's for somebody else. Parts of the message may resonate, parts of it may not, or all of it may be for you. You know, just take what you need, leave the rest. Also, if you can, like and share the videos. It helps the algorithm to reach more people. This one says Fortuna. The Roman goddess Fortuna was the same as an earlier Italian goddess who presided over the earth's abundance and controlled the destiny of all human beings. Her name derived from Fortuna, she who turns the year about, came to symbolize the capriciousness of life and luck, the very vagaries of fate as the wheel of life turns around. Her festival was celebrated in October. Fortuna gives us a way to approach the ups and downs of life, a perspective that can offer us some equanimity as we proceed on our journey. I am feeling that a large part of the collective is about to go through a major change. I'm really hoping that you're preparing yourself and getting ready. Those of you that have tried to hold on to an old timeline, the rug is going to get jerked out from under you, is the way it's going to feel, but you're actually being guided to a place that you were supposed to go all along so that you could continue your healing. Your current situation is not conducive to your healing. It's not necessarily hurting you, but it's not helping you at the moment either. It's just kind of got you in a holding pattern in a stagnant situation. And you know deep down that things have got to change, even though you're resisting it some. It's better not to resist. It's better just to go ahead and get on board with the changes. You've been called to declutter and downsize and remove some things from your life. You need to continue that, but you need to get more serious with it, because this change, you're not really going to have a choice, and you're going to end up running out of time. So time is of the essence. If you're being called and led to do something, do it. It's happening to you for a reason. You're literally going to be pushed out of this timeline into a new timeline, and it may feel painful, but it's not because it's not for your greater good. It's because you're resisting it. But if you stay where you're at now, if you stay in the same situations that you're in, you can't heal. You can't grow because you've already learned the lessons that you were supposed to learn from this cycle. All right, next. Like I said, these are new cards to me, so I'm still learning them. These cards are the Health and the Law of Attraction cards. And we'll start this way. This one says, rather than seeking cures, I'll address vibrational causes. We talked about my last reading that some of you are going through an illness, or you're worried about an illness, and you are going through something for a reason. It is your body's way of telling you that you're not in the right situation still, or you would already feel yourself healing. That's why you feel like you're struggling so hard. That's why you're tired all the time. That's why you have no motivation, is because you're not supposed to be in this vibration anymore, and you're getting ready to vibrate out of it. The back of the card says, when you begin When you begin to look for and understand the vibrational causes for diseases rather than looking for cures, then you will come to the end of the pile of diseases. When you are able to deliberately accomplish the emotion of ease and its accompanying vibrational alignment, it is possible to live disease-free. When you focus upon disease, you perpetuate more disease. But you can break the cycle at any time and achieve wonderful physical wellness yourself, for your natural state is one of wellness. The reason that you're going through these physical discomforts, physical signs presenting themselves as illness, is because you are in the wrong vibration. You are actually vibrating at a higher level than your surroundings. And because you're continuing to hold on to the attachment, your dis-ease is becoming stronger. And unfortunately, if you don't make this change that you know you're being called to make, it's going to get really bad. It's going to get to the point that you end up losing what you're trying to hold on to anyway. So it's better to get ahead of the ball game. If you have a way that's being presented to you to get out of the situation that you're in, then you need to do it. Don't worry about other people. Don't worry about things that you can't control. Worry about what you can control. If you have loved ones that are involved, including, I consider my fur babies my family. I don't go anywhere they don't go. But if I got down to a point where I couldn't take care of them and it was going to be a chance of me not being here, I would find someone that I could trust to care for them while I got myself healed and able to take care of them again. Because I know that if I leave this plane, it's unknown what's going to happen to them, you know? And so I'm going to do everything I can to stay healthy and happy for my babies so that I can take care of them. I've got a friend that's going through something similar, and I know what part of the message coming out is for her. But there's other of you, it may be a family member, it may be a friend. There's some reason that you're trying to hang on to the reality that you're in, but you're not supposed to. They're going to be okay regardless. It is going to work out. And if you decide that you're ready without all this resistance, the doors are going to start flying open for you. But you've got to let it. You got to let it. When the opportunities arise, you've got to take them. You can't play around with this. You can't keep going back and forth and trying to make things work that are no longer working for you. You know ultimately that this environment is not conducive for you, and you can feel yourself deteriorating in it. So when the opportunity arises, you're going to have to make the move. And I know how hard that is sometimes to do. Trust me, guys, I've done it. You guys that have followed me for a while have seen me leap timelines is what I call it. I always know when it's time. And sometimes I try to resist it because I get comfortable. I'm having that situation happen right now. But I know ultimately, for my greater good, I've got to do what Spirit calls me to do. So when the right opportunity arises, I'm going to have to take it regardless. And that's what you need to do. You need to get to that point and know that it'll all work out in the end. If you're being called and led to do something, you need to do it. And you don't need to worry about external sources, because Spirit will take care of that. That's why you're being called and led to do what you're being called and led to do. You know, you wouldn't be put in a situation you're not supposed to be in. Even the worst things are lessons, and lessons, believe it or not, are blessings because you learn and grow from them. I'm going to read one more of these and then we're going to go to part 2, because I'm doing this in 10-minute increments for TikTok, and then I upload it to Facebook and YouTube. If you don't follow me on those platforms, if you're watching me on TikTok, please go and find me on Facebook and find me on YouTube. Like and subscribe on YouTube so it helps my videos reach more people. And if you can, share. That really helps too. The next one says, my body responds quickly to my patterns and beliefs. We were just talking about that. As you imagine and visualize and verbalize your new story in time, you will believe the new story. And when that happens, evidence will flow swiftly into your experience. A belief is only a thought that you continue to think, and when your beliefs match your desires, then your desires must become your reality. There is no physical body, no matter what the conditions, that cannot achieve an improved condition. Nothing else in your experience responds as quickly as your own physical body to your patterns of thought. All right, we're going to go to a part 2.